But it's good to see some of the people are already on the ball with this and being successful at it and have already begun, to go out and make money. So it's a lot of things we're going to get into in this one, and just really touch on the many different ways that you can use this whole, wholesale system online, and the steps and the sites and the things you can do to really grow it and make a lot of money. It's a lot of people send me so many questions, and a lot of people have been waiting for this part 3. So definitely going to go into a few things and show you a couple of things of how you can begin and what you should be trying to do and what you should look out for. Now, one of the biggest questions I got, and still got, I think I just read like 4 of them, it's about DHgate. And DHgate, even if you Google it, you can see videos on YouTube about DHgate. A lot of people have questions, is it reputable? I know they sell fake Jordans. What's going on? And the whole thing is, you got to understand, DHgate is separate from a lot of these wholesalers. So basically, DHgate will be the hub. So what DHgate is a Asian company that basically, because everything's made in China, the Asians make everything. You have so many different manufacturers and wholesale places in China. So what DHgate basically did was, bring them up under one umbrella and give them a platform to sell their merchandise wholesale. So DHgate is definitely good. You can use them. They rate their wholesalers and they rate their people. And I'm going to go into that and show you guys what I mean by rate them. And even when you go onto the sites and you get ready to purchase wholesale items, you'll see there's a rating for the people, as well as, a percentage, or, the people who are happy with this wholesaler, what have you. These are things you have to look for when you are researching these wholesalers and what you want to look for when you buy merchandise. So DHgate basically gets these guys together, or they basically buy in, and they basically come to DHgate with their products, and it's all kinds of stuff. So DHgate, for the most part, because they're getting paid, they let these guys go ahead and work. But if they get a bad rating, they get dropped. And, they also themselves buy merchandise, and, they have their own little system going on to where they make money. As I explained to you guys before, how I have basically a wholesale contract with them to buy bulk from many different wholesalers. So what you have to be aware of is not so much DHgate itself. They're fine. They're cool, completely legit. It's the wholesale company that you get your products from, that you really want to pay attention to and look at their rating and make sure they're reputable. And the case with that is, you want to make sure, you guys may do well. You may start buying wholesale and do very good right off the bat. And you want to make sure that the people you're getting your wholesale products from is reputable, that they're a good supplier, that they're going to have the supplies. You don't want to just, get a bunch of wholesale products and you sell and you're doing good and you need more. And, the wholesaler doesn't have anything, or they keep switching up. So you want to make sure that if you're successful with one product, that you can keep getting it from that wholesaler at that price and you can keep making money. So, I went through this with PlayStation 4 controllers, because it's a really good deal, as I'm going to show you guys in a little bit. Really good deal on those, and you can make a lot of money off the controllers and off of video games. So we're gonna touch on that as well. You guys got to really pay attention to a lot of the brands, and make sure that if you're buying a brand, that wholesaler is licensed to actually sell that brand, and that it's cool to sell that brand. Believe it or not, most of them are, because they are paying a cut for that brand. And again, the products on there, for the most part, completely legit, 100%, fine. And you'll notice that when you look at the rating of the wholesaler, everything is cool, everything is good with them. You can buy from them. But again, they do have bootleg stuff. The Jordans I have mentioned, that some people do buy from there. I mean, if you are a Jordan head like me, you can look at them and do a comparison. And, to the untrained eye, you can't really tell the difference. But to people who know, who buy sneakers like that, you can see the difference. And $50 for some Jordans, nah. But, some people don't care. They'll buy them. And A lot of people buy from there. And you actually have people who have tutorials online about buying jorts from DHgate. You can look that up on YouTube as well. So you'll probably see on YouTube a lot of people getting into DHgate and talking about it. But that's what you need to really understand about that company, is that they are fine and you don't have to worry about them. You just have to really pay attention to the ratings of the wholesalers. And I'm going to go through that with you guys and show you. Now, it's not just DHgate. You guys can use eBay. You can use Amazon. And it's a lot of companies out there that sell wholesale or sell bulk items. And a lot of them do it for a long time, and a lot of them do it till the supplies run out. So keep that in mind for a lot of places that you won't always be able to get the same supplies from specific manufacturers or specific wholesalers, I should say. But a lot of them will have continued supplies, and they'll be able to supply you for as long as you need to. So that's one of the things you want to make sure. Now, if you do well, and I recommend that you test it out first when you get into this whole thing and you start selling and you see you're doing well, you really want to get in contact with the wholesaler. You know, if you're successful, and let them know, hey, I sold everything I just bought from you. It's selling well. You know, will you be able to continue to supply me and open up, you know, a good channel of communication with these wholesalers? And they're cool for the most part. I have a couple friends down I talk to. I get emails from, and I get little hits on products and updates on products that is going to be coming up for wholesale way ahead of time. And because you buy from these people, they will give you a better deal that you'll get off the site. So it's good to get in there. I mean, it's just, this is business, people. This is how it's done. And we are not being told about this. And this is one of the reasons why I'm putting out this series, so you guys can understand what these people are doing. Go out there, look around. There's so many different wholesale places out there that you have absolutely no clue about. It's a lot of them that do wholesale, some cheaper than others, some more than others. And a lot of them are really reputable, good, high quality stuff that people are looking for, because more than ever now, people want to, from their phone, shop easy. So let's get into this. Okay, so let's get into this. First thing, I want to show you guys exactly some of the things that you can get from a site like DHgate. And I got into about what you should look for on the site, and I'm about to show you guys exactly stuff that they offer, you know, what you can get, and how you can begin to build your website and make it, you know, exactly what you want to sell and what you want to offer to your customers. So there's so many different things you can buy from various wholesale places and different ways to set up these markets. But let's take a look here. Now, check this out right here. You see, clear as day. You have wireless Bluetooth PS4 controllers. They have the wholesale price here between $33.17 and $37. We know, anybody who plays PlayStation, you understand how much these cost. These controllers are about $60. If you actually go to the site here, you can see on GameStop, they're selling these controllers for $64.99. You can see what they cost. So that's a quick come up for you guys right there. $64.99, you know, for, you know, these controllers. And, just think about it. If you have the money to go ahead and get bulk, and you get a lot of these controllers and have them on your website, the profit you can make is good. It's a good profit that you can get off of selling these controllers. It's bundles you can offer and things like that. So one of the things you want to look for when you go on these sites and you click on, you know, this wholesaler here, this is what you want to see over here. It says sold by, and you see this T here. The T means it's a top merchant. And there's another mark you'll see where it says premium merchant. If you don't see this, and look down here, you see positive feedback, you see 97%. This is a good place because you want to make sure that you're buying from good wholesalers. So you see one is 37. Even still, if you wanted to buy one, excuse me, if you wanted to buy one, you can see it's only $37. Still cheaper than GameStop. You want to buy 31 or more, you can get them for $33. I mean, it's a good come up. And, you know, all kinds of logos and colors you can get. And the more you buy, I mean, it's a good profit that you can make just from selling, you know, controllers and everything like that. And excuse the camera if you hear the autofocus and clicking and everything like that. Try to edit it out. But it's a lot of different things that you can get and buy on this site. As you can see here, you have the charging mounts here, $6.54. They have these mini HDMI consoles. I believe they're about $100 and something right now. A lot of people are buying them with all the Nintendo games on it. You have so many things here. Even older controllers, the Super Nintendo. It's a lot of different things you can get if you want to just be in the electronics category as far as selling on your website. Now, you can also go wholesale and just get baby gear, children stuff. You see here, look at these little hats. I mean, $2 to $3.20. You can really rack up on these items. These newborn crochet hats, beautiful stuff. $1.64. I mean, this stuff sells for like $9.99, $15. A lot of things that you can have on your site, you can get wholesale. So many different things here. And you can go on, when you guys have time, go on the site and check it out. As I said, you want to really make sure that you're getting from wholesalers that's real wholesalers. And again, DHgate is just basically like the hub for wholesalers, where they basically bring in a lot of different wholesalers to basically go through them to sell their merchandise. And sometimes they get a bunch of, bobos and bullshitters. And sometimes they get real reputable people. And that's why they have these grading systems, premium, really good retailers. And you want to make sure these wholesalers is, good merchants, and that they're going to be around for a long time. You don't want to be in business and you're doing well and your products are selling and you need more and you can't get it because the supplier, the wholesaler, is not legit or runs out. So these guys are legit, and they have the money, they have the resources to keep giving you product and to keep you in stock and make sure that you're doing well and you have what you need when it comes time to sell. Now we can go ahead and take a look at, boys. They have gender over here. You can just click on boys stuff. See what they have for boys hats. We can see they got knit hats here. You have other kid accessories and backpacks and things of that nature that you can find on this site. This is good quality stuff. Again, all you have to do is make sure that the manufacturer is trusted and that they have those stamps there, and you'll be good to go. All kinds of nice stuff here that you can buy. I mean, a lot of people underestimate how much people spend on their children. It's a lot of money people spend on kids, and there's a lot of people having kids. So the market is always ongoing for baby stuff. Your site can just, specialize, specifically in baby clothes. You can have just electronics. You can have cosmetics, makeup, or what have you. So many different things. You just got to make sure that you get from the right manufacturer and the right wholesaler, and make sure everything is legit. Everything is cool. Yes, DHgate does have manufacturers that sell fake Jordans, fake Nikes and stuff like that, but you won't be the person that's selling that stuff, of course. And just be aware of the wholesaler, again, that you're getting your stuff from, and make sure they are reputable and have a good rating, and look them up. If the rating is well on DHgate, then you can trust it. I buy from a lot of these guys, and these guys are trusted. The products are good products. Everything is legit. They have the licensing. Everything is intact. You don't got to deal with none of that stuff and trying to go through all these people to get what you want to sell. You can go straight, to the wholesaler who's done all the legwork and paperwork for you. You just buy from him, and boom, you start off with your business and you start making money. So now I talked about in part 2 the importance of understanding fulfillment companies and who's out there and who will take your merchandise and basically fulfill it for you, distribute it, handle all the shipping and customer service and everything like that. Talked about Amazon fulfillment that does it, and other places as well that will handle all the product that you buy. A lot of people, they don't want to have so much inventory in their house, or they don't have place to store so much inventory. A lot of people, what they'll do is they'll get storage lockers and they'll pack those things. And when it's a problem or an issue, sometimes they end up losing a locker, and then people buy them and come up off of the merchandise that they have in these storage lockers. So make sure, again, you are following step 1 and the first DVD, where I talked about how you want to make sure that, you have these things in place, as far as making sure that you have your contingency. You got your 3 months rent saved already, just in case you have a savings. Your mindset is just clean and clear, and you're comfortable, and you're able to actually go ahead and, and do this, because you don't want to be trying to do this. This is something you have to go in all in. You have to make sure you have the working capital, the money there to go ahead and buy enough merchandise, and that you calculate everything right to where you're making a good profit. You don't want to be doing this work and not coming up. You want to make sure you're making a lot of money and that you're buying enough to make a lot of money. Some of these products can be pennies, dollars, tens, 20s, 30s, even over $100 for certain things. And you want to think about the amount that you are trying to sell. I mean, even if you can buy some of the, $100 products or what have you, that's you can get a lot of them if you got that kind of money. Fine. The return on your money, of course, is going to be larger. The more money you spend, the return is, of course, bigger. So, keeping that in mind. Also, the more stuff you buy, the return will be bigger. So, of course, if you're going to be using somebody like Amazon Fulfillment and sending your merchandise to them, you don't want to start out sending them, 100 items, even though you can. I don't think they have a minimum. Some of these fulfillment companies do have a minimum that they want you to send to them. They don't want you sending them 10 items, and if it's 10 items, it better be 10 big items. And, a lot of people have a lot of different rules and stipulations that you'll go through as far as when you're ready to handle fulfillment. But just know that they're there for you to go ahead and get your merchandise to them and start that process. So, we're going to get into basically, okay, so that's ready. So we're going to get into basically, once you get your merchandise, you have it with Amazon Fulfillment. I mean, even before you send it there, you want to make sure that, one, you know exactly what you bought. You know what you got. You know how much you have, the quantity, what have you. All your numbers and everything is adding up. Then you want to go ahead and begin to set up your website and get your website together. Now you have Wix, and I'm going to give you guys a quick example on Wix of how you can basically set up and what you can do to just get your stuff out there and to start to, let people know that you're selling stuff. So let's get into this. So now here with Wix, you can really go on here and begin to design your site. You see, it says here, what kind of website do you want to create? Let's just go for online store for now. And you can let Wix ADI create a website for you, or you can create your own website and use a template or what have you, drag and drop type features. But let's go to ADI right now. Try this out. It's going to ask you what kind of website you want to create. Let's just type in electronics, consumer, online electronic store. Online consumer, electronic store. And let's hit next. Now it says, does your website need any of the following features? Take bookings and appointment? No. Get subscribers, create a blog. I mean, you can check these and uncheck them later on if you want to. Let's just call this tech shop. Skip the location for now. You can add a social media link if you want, address, anything like that. I'm just creating all this stuff for, the video to show you guys. So this thing will go ahead and create electronic page for us. We can, choose a type of style. I will choose evolution. And create my web page and let it do what it do. Let's see how long it takes. I have a pretty good connection, so it shouldn't take too long here. Boom. So there it is. You have one-of-a-kind items. And you have it to where you can still edit the site, and the site is still fully customizable if you want to go ahead and just customize and, go on ahead and remember, one, when you're ordering your products, a lot of the times when you order it, you'll see it right there. They'll have a small picture. Definitely take advantage of the snap tool if you have one on a PC. Mac has something similar, I believe, to where you can go ahead and take a picture of those clothes or items that you're buying, or you can just Google it and find a free picture. I use it all the time. So then you have these pictures. Make sure you create a folder where you put all the pictures of the items that you have for sale. So when you go ahead and begin your website, you can go on ahead and insert the pictures and price or what have you to have people see a clear picture of what you're selling exactly, especially when it comes to things like clothes and stuff like that. I tell people to try not to sell, anything too outrageous, like, big jackets and everything like that might not fit a person, something that a person has to try on. A lot of people are selling wedding dresses online. And I think it's just not a good business model because a lot of people want to try on a wedding dress before they order it online. Some people actually do, believe it or not. But you're going to make sure you go ahead and you get things that's going to sell. And, it's going to really come down to the numbers game, which we're going to get into in a little bit. But let's take a look. We can go ahead and preview the site right here and see how it's going to look when people actually go there. And, you'll be able to go ahead and list your products and everything and really customize this whole thing, to your liking. And it's a lot more to it. Actually, if you guys go and look online, as far as on YouTube, there are videos that really go through this whole process a lot more in detail. I won't get into it. Just give you guys a quick understanding of what you can do once you have your products and you're ready to go ahead and sell, and you have your fulfillment company on standby. So once you get your products out the way, you go on ahead and begin, the process of the website, getting everything cataloged and, UPC numbers, the whole nine, every item that you buy. You want to really go ahead and create your own UPC number and write it down, 001, 002, whatever you want to create. So when you upload it to the site, you have your unique number corresponding with that item. Have a book ready, pen and paper, whatever, so you can write this stuff down. So when a person orders an item, even though, with things like PayPal and everything else, they keep really good tracking of that kind of stuff for you. So you don't really need to go through this, but it's better for your own bookkeeping later on to do these things just in case something comes up, some kind of error. You can go ahead and check yourself based on your own books to make sure everything is fine. It's a way to make sure you're not getting cheated at all. It's doing your homework on your own company and, making sure everything is cataloged on your end. Trust me, it's a smart thing to do because you don't know what happens at a lot of these warehouses and things get lost or what have you. So if you have an actual written copy of each product, I know it's going to be tough. If you ordered 200, items or 300 items, but it's not hard to make that UPC. You can just do it 1 to 200, or you can do, 200 to freaking 400, whatever, 001 and 00, something like that. Easy, to set up and just give it a name. If it's the same product, easy thing. So make sure you have a written record. Write it down or go ahead and log it in your spreadsheet on your computer. Either way, just make sure you have it there for your own personal, records, just in case you have to refer to later on, in case it's any kind of catastrophe or problems. You got the records there in place to go ahead and help you out. So now, as I said, now is the perfect time to really get into selling online because of the algorithms that these social media sites have created, especially Facebook, to where when a person is trying to shop for something and they go online and they're looking, if you have your account set up with Facebook, if you have a group or if you have like a business page on Facebook and you're selling things on there, one of the things Facebook will do, is put your ads up there. So let's say we was just looking at controllers. Now, when you go back to Facebook, that person, whoever your customer may be, they will see ads from that site on their Facebook timeline. You have done this before. A lot of people have seen, you be looking at something online, you go to Facebook, boom, it's right there. So this is perfect for selling on Facebook and advertising or what have you, to where you can see things like this. So, let's take a look at some of this. So we can see here, we was just online looking at controllers on DHgate and boom, pops right up here, DHgate sponsor. So if that was you selling, there you go. The ad's right here now for the customer to go ahead and buy your stuff. Now, the thing I want you guys to see over here is where they have create. And you can create an ad, a page, a group, what have you. You want to really create a page on your personal Facebook or what have you, business, whatever you want to use. So it could be a local business, organization, or what have you. You really want to go to a local business. So I want to give you guys a quick example here. So let's say this was your page and, on Facebook, and you were selling items here, or this is where you want to give people information about what you have for sale with links. So this is what I do with my Africans, our original power page that a lot of people follow me on Facebook. You see here, this is where the DVD sale was. I'm just giving you this for an example. It says boost post. You would click on that, So when you come here, you had a site made up on Facebook. You would upload the pictures, what you're trying to sell and everything like that. And then on each picture or video, whatever you put up there, you will see boost post. So you click on boost post. And this one is not attached to my Instagram, but you'll see another one over here that says Instagram for any pictures or video that you have. And you can go on ahead and you can add a button, shop now, and you can link it to your website, wherever you want your website, where they want them to go. Let's say that Wix page that you created, it'll take them there, or to that specific product. Put the link right there, boom, take them right there. Now, people you choose through targeting. So $20 will get you a reach between 2,200 people, 5,800 people for $20. So I usually don't go too high, but let's say you wanted to spend $200. That's 15,000 people to 38,000 people. And you can choose your group, you can choose your friends, or just a target group of, people who you want to sell your stuff to. This is where the whole thing with targeting comes into place, because you can really uniquely target people. Let's say a person puts up there engaged, you know how to target them, or pregnant, newly married. They might be having kids down the line. You're selling baby stuff. People with kids, period, that put that up there that they have kids. You can make sure that, Christmas coming up, the holidays going to be coming up, whatever time of the year it may be, Easter, what have you, that you are targeting these people who are all over social media, and you are making sure that they see your ads on the timeline, on their timeline. And it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. And I don't want to say it's luck involved, but if you have the right products at the right time and the right placement, you can get so many people to buy. And it's amazing that, they buy, trust me. So even if you're spreading it on your own personal page and you're getting people to share it, or you're doing a video on YouTube and you're just telling people what you're selling or what you're trying to do, people will share their information. The information will get around, and people will, go ahead and begin to purchase your products. And it's all about how you set up your site, how professional things are, making sure you have good customer service set up and everything like that. And sometimes it might require personal assistance, somebody to help you out as far as customer service, and, making sure that everything is smooth and that you have, the right products and the right stuff being put out there. So the biggest thing is definitely advertising. You have to advertise. You have to get the word out there, or else selling online with so much competition, who's going to know what you're selling? Now, good thing about having friends and family and getting them to buy from you, letting them know that, hey, I have the stuff for sale, the stuff y'all going to buy anyway, you might as well buy it from me. And setting your prices right and making sure that you are competitive with everybody else, and that you are making good sales, and having the people. So many people got thousands, hundreds of followers or friends or what have you on social media, and you can go to put your stuff out there. And the good thing about having the targeting on is you can target anybody, anywhere. So we know you got haters. Some friends or family might not want to buy from you. And as I said before, and I hate to say it, you don't really want to have a business contingent on Black support, because you might not get it, unfortunately. So be aware of that and be mindful that there's so many people out there that you can advertise to and get your products out to that will buy. So when you go back here and check it out, you see, 15,000 to 38,000 people here. And down here, it'll say, you can really pick how long you want your ad to run. You want it to run for a month. You can put up there for a month, 4 or 5 days, whatever, what have you. But you see now it says, you'll spend $66 per day for 3 days. I mean, that's a waste of money right there. So you want to stretch that out a little bit further and say you want to have your ad run, to the 31st. So it'll be $6.89 per day. This ad will run for 29 days, and you'll reach that amount of people or more. It's just the estimate. Now you can also choose your own amount here. If you balling, shot calling, you want to spend $1,500 on advertising, which is not a bad idea if you got the money. I mean, you can reach, a couple 100,000 people and let you have something new that's out for sale that people might be looking for. A lot of people were smart and was buying Black Panther stuff and having it run up and down the timeline. I've seen a couple of them now, and they're probably selling like hotcakes, shirts, everything. People jumped on that bandwagon. But, once you have this set up, you can pay with your PayPal, however you have it, and then you go ahead and boost it, and boom, you'll see the sponsor ad. Many of us have seen this before. It's the mobile way. We've all seen this stuff. And we know how it does, and we know that a lot of people bought from online a couple of times. It's what first gave me the idea. I wanted to figure out how they did it, and it's a lot of other ways. We see on YouTube when you're looking at a product or a tutorial on something, you'll see right under the video on YouTube that they have the actual products down there for sale. So many different ways that you can advertise, not just on Facebook, but on YouTube as well, and MySpace, and don't negate any of these social media sites, Twitter, what have you. You want to advertise anywhere you can advertise to get people to know what you have out there for sale and get your products out there and play the numbers game. The numbers game is important because you have no idea who, what, where is looking for something that you have. So having multiple items and having a good variety of things for sale is a big deal. It's good. So, when you have your website set up and it's nice and everything's cool, people can go in there and see what you have for sale. Make sure it looks nice and professional. Wix does have really high quality, good professional websites, or you can go beyond Wix and use other sites. And I built my own site myself. So, a lot of different ways, a lot of different things you can use. And you'll have people run into your site. You can go ahead and do the eBay thing if you know how to set that up for anybody who do not want to use Amazon fulfillment at all or any other fulfillment companies. If you're okay, if you got a lot of storage space, you're okay with filling up your garage with merchandise, you can go on ahead and list the items on eBay. You'll just handle shipping. I know a lot of people who do that and make a lot of money doing it, especially if you're going to do like big items. I have friends that sell computers and make crazy money selling computers at a good price. So they have the space where they can warehouse computers, storage lockers or what have you, to where every time you're selling, you're getting big chunks of money. So it's a lot of different routes you can go. So now another resource that I use to get wholesale items from or bulk items from is eBay. A lot of people are down on eBay. eBay is the same. You can really research these people to find out if they're good wholesalers or bulk sellers. And look at the rating. Look at the remarks that people leave. And there's a lot of people who, if they got ripped off, they're going to comment. So really pay attention as well on eBay to who you're getting items from. A lot of this stuff is really, really good. A lot of stuff that you can find on here and sell as an alternative or in addition to the wholesale items you get from places like DHgate and other wholesalers. So you can really go and look on eBay and find a whole bunch of stuff that's just so random. A lot of it will fit into what you're trying to sell online with your store, or just random stuff that you might want yourself or that you can sell or get rid of fast. And that's one of the biggest things people got to remember. Who do you know? Who do you know that owns a barbershop, owns a salon, that you could probably get a lot of bulk items from and sell to them and make money, or that's going into business and might need certain things? And, who do you know that you might can sell to, or do you know, what you believe will sell, what you think will sell and what people will buy. And that's one of the things I always look to as far as what people talk about a lot and what people will sell, what people will buy. And the algorithms, again, on YouTube, paying attention to what people post and what people is talking about, you can kind of sort of get a fix on what people are into and what they will buy. A lot of people bought a lot of wholesale drones when they came out, and the drones sold like crazy. The little hover scooter thing sold like crazy, little hoverboards, so many different things. So really go and check out eBay. I'm going to take a look here. It's just a lot of stuff that you can see, that's here. I mean, 100 bulk candle cell wax, tart melt chunks, whatever the hell that is. But you get 100 bulk, 100 pack. So you got 100 of these for sale, $27.75 what they're selling for. You sell them for $2 each. You make $200. It's a good come up.